All right, so couple icebreaker questions while we're letting other people trickle in here. A huge thank you for your valuable time in joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. And we're super excited about launching this. Just a couple of things. We're going to use the chat window also for Q&A. And with that, we'll collect all the questions and comments and we'll address things at the end. But if we'll see how many people join, we can maybe have a live Q&A question instead of via the chat. So without further ado, continue adding to the icebreakers questions, and we're going to go ahead and get started. This is our agenda for today. We want you to know that we know there's a couple of hiccups with this. In the future, we're going to have BSMA kind of do the behind the scenes audio video scheduling and all that for us. And if you're not familiar with BSMA, it is the Bio Supply Chain Bio Supply Chain Management Association. Thank you. We are a nonprofit bringing together experts in who are in the supply chain life science industry together. It's really kind of an outlet, both online and in person, for the industry professionals and executives to enhance the efficacy of the supply chain, and they do that through collaboration. Their slogan is "Because life depends on us," and it really does, because that's what life science is about. You can get in touch with me if you want more information. But the reason I bring that up is this whole conversation kind of started and launched at BSMA's 2025 event in March. And we'll go into detail about that a little later. Just taking a quick look at the icebreakers. A lot of people are from the Bay Area, some from Miami. This is super exciting. So we have people from a lot of different places. So this is our agenda, but before we do the deep dive, we would like to show you a video.
Women, and not all, but I'll speak for myself, you need someone sometimes to believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
And take it away, Jennifer.
Great, thank you. So yeah, as Mary mentioned, at the most recent BSMA annual conference in March, we had a panel discussion titled "Breaking Barriers: Women Leading Innovation in Supply Chain Management of Life Sciences." And really in this panel, it's how we all got connected with each other. And it brought to light some of the persistent challenges that women continue to face in this space. So our discussion touched on everything from breaking the glass ceiling, navigating the gender gap, issues like pay equity, lack of representation, and unconscious bias. So things that often show up in ways that aren't always obvious, but have impact in the work that we all do. We also talked about work-life balance, especially in a field like supply chain where pace is fast, demands are high. But really what resonated with a lot of us, the panelists and the audience, was the emphasis on mentorship, sponsorship, and supportive networks. So not just having support, but having advocates who help open doors and lift others as they rise. And so that conversation really reinforced why we wanted to create this group and why this group exists. We want to connect, support, and amplify the voices of women across the life sciences supply chain. So we're really excited that you have joined us today, and we're really excited to launch this group.
Great. It's our chance for you guys to know a little bit more about us if you don't already know about us.
Hi, my name is Kristen Ekwan, co-chairing this team with Mary. I am the SVP of Sales and Operations at CargoSense. CargoSense is a software company, if you don't know us, and we help with simplifying supply chain operations through automation of data. We've been a sponsor at BSMA for probably 8+ years. So we do a lot of work together, and I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for being here. And then another huge thank you to the women on this leadership team, who I would like to call my sisters now. Mary, Michelle, Leslie, Nevada, Audra, Jennifer, Dima. Each and every one of you inspires me, so I'm really excited to be working with you and to be doing this project. I'm based in the pretty, lovely, hot Fresno, California, which is in the Central Valley. And I've been in sales for about 30 years, but specifically in this industry for about 13. I'm very passionate about supporting women, and not just in their careers, but in all aspects of life. So this group means the world to me. Whether it's professional growth or personal development, I just believe in showing up for one another. And in my time off, I like to explore new cities, spend time with loved ones, and go wine tasting. Mary?
Thanks. Hi, I'm Mary. My day job includes being the Chief Community Engagement Officer at BSMA, as we've mentioned, and where we try to help grow the community and get people connected. Separate from that, I'm a transformation strategic advisor where I help organizations, large and small, navigate all these complexities of technology, data, and human behavior. I've also written a book, and I'm working on a startup. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I have, in my spare time, I too like to wine taste and definitely travel, which is a big thing. And I like hiking and other sports. Regarding my career, for years, I've had the privilege of working with many, many great people and working in many industries, not just in the life science industry, in media and entertainment, consumer product goods. And like I said, it's a very dynamic world. And if there's one thing that I've learned, it's while we navigate these complex challenges of an organization and we're trying to innovate daily and drive, these solutions, sometimes it can feel a little like solitary. And I remember earlier in my career working in technology, and I wished, oh my gosh, I wish there was this place where I could hang out with like-minded people and share, the career journey, just share ideas, celebrate wins, commiserate over even the occasional hiccups. So that's why I'm super excited to be involved with this group, is because I hope that's what this group will be part of. All right, Dima, I'm
Thanks.
passing the baton to you.
Well, it's interesting because we have similar wishes when we started in the industry.
Mhm.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dima Kudari, and I'm acting as the vice chair of WILS here. In my life sciences time and supply chain world, I am a principal program manager for international trade and customs regulations at Genentech, which is a member of the Roche Group. I am based in the beautiful, most of the time foggy San Francisco, and today is not too bad, but it's manageable, I would say. I have been in the industry for a little over 15 years. And as I mentioned, when I started in the industry, I was pretty young, and I had the same wish as Mary. I was looking for someone to help me navigate this entire world of corporate world and supply chain. And even though I did not start in supply chain, never thought I would end up in supply chain. But once you're in, that's it. You can't get out. And I've been here for, I would say, the majority of my 15 years, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. This group of people, what I wanted, it's like a dream come true, basically, where you need someone to guide you. You need someone to be transparent with you. You need someone to lean on for help, but also lean into for support, especially when you're first getting started, or even after 15 years of experience, you feel like you got it all, but then you realize, nope, I have still a lot more to learn. And that's why we're here. And that's why we want to support each other and provide this community to everybody else in the industry. Some fun fact about me, one of my bucket list was to visit 50 countries by the time I'm 50. And I can tell you I'm ahead of the curve. I am on my 49th country. So the 50 is coming before 42. And I'll hand it off to Michelle.
Well, hello. I'm with Cargo Sense, along with Kristen and Leslie. I'm our senior sales director here, and I am based in the very hot Dallas. Kristen and I think we're competing. I think Fresno and Dallas is competing for the hottest. I feel I may be winning at this point. I am super excited to be part of this team. First, and I know I've told all of y'all, but there's new people on here, so I can say it again. But it's such a dynamic yet diverse group of women that truly care about each other. And I can say in the 30-something years I've been in solution sales and software sales, this may be the first time I've really felt where I could just kind of sink in and be me and be real and gather information, take information, grow, and continue to develop, whereas I might have been a little stagnant along the way. So I've been with Cargo Sense in the logistics solution selling for just over 4 years now. Actually, July 4th, I think, was exactly 4 years. I'm looking at the calendar. So I'm excited to be part of this group in addition to Cargo Sense, because they too have a very family, tight-knit community of folks. Although we do business with a lot of companies, I still feel like we maintain that really tight atmosphere where we too lean on each other. So it's nice to have an extended group of women where we can feel the same way. When I am not working, I have 2 kids. I have a 9-year-old that ice skates. We're actually going to Anaheim next weekend for a competition. And I also have a 16-year-old. That's how we know God has a sense of humor. And she is a horse girl. So she actually next weekend too will be in Kentucky at a horse show. So they keep us on our toes. We do love going to the lake when we're not chasing their hobbies around. And I will go on to Nevada. Nevada's going to brag, I have a feeling, here in just a second, but I'll let you.
You know me so well, Michelle. Hi, everyone. I'm Nevada Blair, and yes, I will brag. I have the awesome fortune to be retired for 4 years now. But I have to say, I am so thrilled that and they're not just speaking rhetoric. This group of women is so fun to be engaged with, to work with, and to welcome somebody in retirement to be part of their team. So first of all, huge kudos to these women. They are awesome. I have spent over 40 years in the pharma and biotech industry. That's why I can be retired. All in the San Francisco Bay Area, most recently with Bayer Healthcare in Berkeley, California, where I was head of supply chain. I've been a volunteer mentor for, excuse me, for 5 years now since my retirement with a national organization called Women's Unlimited Inc. And I love it. I honestly believe that being engaged with them, with this group, is what's making for a very successful retirement for me. Because I think as I've heard, and I'll repeat, I think giving back is so important. So I'm here because my passion is mentoring people and development. I'm thrilled to be co-leading, building, and launching the WILS Supply Chain Mentor Program along with Audra Gavelis. So very happy to be here, and I'm glad you're here too. And I will pass it on to Audra. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am Audra Gavelis. I think I'm the only one who's on the East Coast. So I'm calling in from Rochester, New York. I'm the Senior Vice President of Customer Services at a company called AeroSafe Global. Having started my career in engineering and working my way across even 3 different industries, I definitely have experienced what it means to be kind of alone, in terms of you walk in and you're the only female in the room. And so it was really important that I had a strong support system for me as I developed my career, and that I also want to be a resource, again, for those who are starting or even mid-level in your career. My goal is, again, just to support. And on the personal side, I have a young daughter who is in college. She's at the start of her career. And it's a technical area. And I hope that as she progresses, she also has some type of networks and support throughout her life. So, and with that, I will turn it over to Jennifer.
Great, thanks, Audra. My name is Jennifer Ariano. I work at Direct Relief. We're a nonprofit located in Santa Barbara, California. We ship medicines and medical supplies all over the US and then internationally to between 80 and 90 countries a year, depending on the year. So I'm the logistics manager here in our US office. I've been in the industry, I've been at Direct Relief and in the industry for almost 8 years. And I love it. Humanitarian supply chain is like supply chain, but on steroids. It's just always changing, always new challenges, and I love it. I'm really excited to be a part of this group. As everyone has mentioned, I don't want to be a broken record, but yeah, it can be isolating, especially directly when I joined. It was in the logistics department. It was just me and my boss. And until last year, it was just us two. So for 7 years, it was the two of us just kind of taking on any challenges. And so I really it's been really nice to have this group of women where you feel like you have other people who've been through way more, have more experience than you, but also different types of experiences to lean on and ask your questions and go to. So I'm excited that you're here, and I will and that's something personal about me. Let's see. I also love to travel. I just last weekend booked all of my vacations for the fall. I kind of went on a spree. I'm going to New York in 2 weeks with 2 of my girlfriends from college who I haven't seen in a while. And then I just booked a trip to Japan, and I'm going to Seattle to visit my mom and my brother for Thanksgiving. So I think building community is my thing. And I love being able to combine travel with community. So why meet with friends at their house when you can all meet up in another city? So with that, I will pass it on to Leslie.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm also with CargoSense, and I'm a sales and marketing coordinator, and I'm located in Virginia. And so I've only been in the logistics industry for about 4 years. So beginning in the industry and being able to have a support group like this is super exciting. And I know hearing everybody's story, it's definitely, I'm very lucky to be able to have the support group just starting out. And I know firsthand how impactful having a mentor can be. So being able to give that back is super important to me. So I'm super excited to be a part of this group and to have everybody join in.
Okay. So I think you guys ladies, have a good idea of why we're here today. And I can tell you, it's definitely not a coincidence that we're all here. Michelle and Kristen and I actually met many years ago, pre-COVID era, and we connected immediately. And I have to say, I've been very grateful and lucky to have these ladies by my side. And I truly believe that it's meant for us to come together and meet again at the BSMA and launch this amazing family. Because for me, it's beyond just a community or a group of people of support. So as we met the rest of the wonderful ladies, we realized that we do have a common purpose and a shared passion. So we all believe in driving change and making an impact. But a real impact only comes through collaboration and commitment. So we're here today and we are committed to collaborate and work together as an inclusive group, an inclusive family to support each other, elevate each other, grow together, and deliver excellence to our communities. And that is why we are here, and that is what you can expect from every member of this group. And now you'll see our mission and vision.
Thank you, Dima. That was perfectly said. So our mission at WILS is to build a more than a network. We're here to cultivate a diverse, inclusive, and supportive community where all women in life sciences can thrive. Our mission is to empower through the mentorship, connections, and professional development, and help women lead, innovate, and collaborate across this industry. We're also here to elevate voices, advocate for equal representation, and inspire the next generation of leaders and change makers in science. So thank you all for being a part of our mission.
All right, value statement. So at the heart of WILS-SCM, our core values are empowerment, inclusivity, collaboration, and integrity. These aren't just words on a slide. You can read that. They're actually pillars which this community is built upon. And we're going to dive a little deeper in that in a second. But I just wanted everyone to know that this group, WILS-SCM, is dedicated to creating value for all of us, creating opportunities for growth, mentorship, leadership, and hopefully some friendships, as it already has. We believe in continuous learning. I may have been in the industry a while, but I'm still learning. We believe in pushing the boundaries of what's possible not just in our careers, but in this industry. We can tell by this industry firsthand, it's very male oriented, and we hope to change that. And then, of course, we're always striving for excellence, and we want to help each other strive for excellence. So our collective purpose is to lead with intention, to help innovate in the industry, and to inspire a future full of possibilities for women and for everyone. And with that, we can dive a little deeper into our pillars of empowerment.
Thank you, Mary, for kicking us off with the pillars. So what can we offer you? I truly believe we can offer you an inclusive community of like-minded women and allies across life sciences and supply chain, where we'll share insights, challenges, and best practices. Women here are empowered through this community to thrive and lead with impact. We will, trust me, we will engage you. I think we can also offer you empowerment and growth. Our goal is to promote leadership and innovation for women in supply chain by providing networking, mentorship, and some professional development. So I'm excited to share that we will be launching a 9-month mentor program, pairing less experienced individuals with more seasoned supply chain professionals. So stay tuned for more mentoring program information next month, and we will send out questionnaires that will need to be completed by prospective mentors and prospective mentees. And I'll turn it over to Audra to continue. Thank you.
Thank you. And then the other pieces, that we want to bring is the advocacy and representation. You've already heard it earlier. Really elevating women's voices. We bring a unique perspective to teams and companies, and that's what you need. You need diversity. You need different perspectives, come up with the best solution, and be successful, for your company. So we really want to advocate that representation and support that diversity in terms of communication and just everyone learning how to work better together. The other is future leadership. Again, I have a young daughter, and so you really do want to inspire and support that next generation of leaders and change makers. Leadership is not always easy. And a lot of times, as you're climbing up, you do become even more and more alone. So it's even more important to learn from those who have faced similar challenges, and they can give you their lessons learned and watch outs and things like that. So that's what we're here to do. And then if we go on, another piece of this is obviously you've heard from all of us today where we come from. And of course, we want to provide different types of resources for the group, but we also want people to get involved. So we have 6 different committees that are up on the screen for you to consider. And if you're interested in, again, participating in any of these, we'll be sending out a survey after the meeting to get your feedback of which ones you'd be interested in, not only participating to help us focus on where to put our efforts, but also where you'd like to actually get involved and be part of the sub-teams.
So we have some upcoming events that you guys can make a mental note on. And then we also have a couple of other things as far as our mentor program. Not only do we want to act as mentors to others in the community, but we would like to know if some of you would be interested in the mentor program, whether it be being a mentor, a mentee. We will be sending a follow-up survey after this to gather everyone's thoughts as far as what would you like to get out of this program? What areas would you like to participate? We don't want this to just be one-sided. We're just feeding information out there. We want to collaborate with each other and make sure we're building a community together that meets everyone's needs. And so we hope that you'll invite others to be part of this group and continue to grow it. In addition, we will have upcoming Lunch and Learn in September. We will be doing a quarterly newsletter and would love participation in that. If you have an idea where you would like to write an article, something about maybe something cool your company's doing, maybe it's just a story about your experience in life sciences and where you think things are going, anything to that sort. We're open to feedback. We plan to have a quarterly meeting in October and something super fun in December. We will be hosting our first gathering in Palo Alto at La Bodeguita del Medio, which is an amazing Cuban restaurant that Kristen's brother and sister-in-law happen to own. So we'll be wanting to get a head count as we get closer to December. We'll go ahead and stick some feelers out to see who's interested, just so we can kind of stay on how much space we're going to need for that. And then lastly, the BSMA conference is coming up. So if you haven't attended one, I will say that it is one of the most quaint, fun, and full of information and education. So definitely something to look into and to attend if you can.
Great. Well, thank you all. I'm sorry the video isn't working for everybody, but if you have questions or ideas, feel free to put it in the chat. This is our launch, and thank you for bearing with us with all these hiccups. The video, we'll edit this video and share it to those who could not attend, but also with you guys as well.
Okay, I have to ask Jasmine, where was this little town of 3,000? Was it in Texas?
No, it's actually in Massachusetts. It's a small, there's a Bayer office there, which is how I landed. And they have a small plant. There was just 3,000 people, and it's a beautiful town though. It's so gorgeous, lakes and all green and everything.
Too fun.
Next team
Mhm.
building event.
Oh, you cut out, Demo.
I was saying that's our next team building event.
I like your thinking.
Love it.
And does anyone have any questions? I don't think that everybody can talk. I'm not certain. But if you can't speak, drop it in the chat. Oh, yes, Jasmine.
Yeah, I just had a question. I think there'll be a newsletter going out shortly, as you mentioned, to maybe understand the participation of how the different members can join in. Will there be more information about what each of those functions plans for the year, even if it's high-level goals or events, like, for example, events in programming? What would be some of the events in programming? Well, I suspect some of that you would like us to flush out once we join the team, but if there is any more information, that will be helpful.
Yes, so the plan is we first want to gather where everybody's head is and what you want to get out of this, but what you would like to bring to the table, areas you would like to participate. So the survey will be the start of that, and after we get that survey back, we'll circulate back the information and put out kind of goals that we have based on those of us that are here right now participating, and hopefully we'll get more folks to participate. We were supposed to have a lot more on the call. So we'll need to investigate if maybe there was something wrong with the link. But yes, we will get all of that information in circulation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you everyone for your valuable time. We're here if you have any more questions. With the follow-up email, you'll have all of our emails. And we're excited to be expanding the community and officially kicking it off.
And one last thing, if you haven't already, please join our LinkedIn group.
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. This was
Great.
wonderful.
You.
And
Thank
you
you.
guys will also have a copy of our email addresses on, I think it's another slide that's added to this. So if you have questions or input beyond what's on that survey, let us know. And we're here to help answer questions and just be a support system any way we can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Have a great
Thank
day.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank
Have a wonderful rest of the day.
Mm.
Yes.
Bye-bye.